Right in the face. Middle-lifed. The deep cut. Worth going outside just to see the night sky. It's Skypook Outpost. The Ankati tribe blew life into that ages ago. Cautions you that they're aware you're allied to another tribe. Doesn't believe everything people say about you, but reckons some of it could be true. Let's see. Blackness covers the world like a blanket. The village of Blubbermud, which is maybe as messy as it sounds. You need something different. Nothing like a little exercise.
Mashallah, mol.
Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it right now.
Tuhati oi.
Needs a logical reason to reveal the secret.
Kulemaite zuma.
Won't be fooled that easily.
Viaginam zin vuise.
Glad to see you stopped keeping to yourself and are actually helping these days.
Zulu val tutrak.
Hopes to see you again soon.
Yo daldalit. Raki dilada.
Figures things must be bad if you're...
Mayokol kol mane.
We'll be around when you return. This is no time for sleep. Yes, some e-waste for you. Metal that's scrapped, all was shiny and chrome. You made it through another long night. Says they don't have anything you'd want.
Right tesutto.
Says you're welcome back. Your reserves are tapped. So eager to die. Always good to have some wood scrap like that on hand. Every day comes with a new chance to save the world. You're in pain. Watch out for tropic-crazed gnats.
Just a full
Don't let that monster kill the world.
Crania Matuala.
Says you wishes you would just give up and let the world burn. Understands completely. Glad to see some wood scrap there. Welcome to the Surf Archipelago, where the horizon rests on the surfy goo.
Yuzakraku, Waila, Malualupu, Alutulu.
Says the Jackney
Sonotele, Mela.
hopes to see you again soon. The end is coming to the world, and everything else. Says the tribe Sifu sent them here to help defend against the rival tribe that's been terrorizing their village. Isn't sure how long the village will last if it continues. As if the plague ruining the land and destroying the crops wasn't enough to bring the village to its knees already. It's troubling that the rivals believe their reign of terror is actually going to lead to a better world. The Sifu asked you to help, and that's what you must do. Remembers you as a quiet kid. Grateful you got over that. Doesn't believe you're such a fool. Says you're welcome back. The Sifu asked you to help, and that's what you... Seems surprised you have to go.
Dadasak.
Says the shop holds something for everyone.
Legenyuma malebo.
Says you should take it easy. The light's coming back. Let's see. Glad you covered that up. The trees arc toward the water. Yeah. Ashes to ashes. The warmth just goes right to your toesies. This here is the Sinky Dink, home of Gulp, at the very least. He's pretty sure he's heard of you before, although the details are maybe a little hazy. He wonders if you have something for him to drink. Points out that he's hungry too, but always thirsty for more. Says you look like you've got a powerful thirst to do something in this world. Good, bad, not really sure, but it seems like you've been drinking in your destiny and liking the flavor. Wonders if you could take the time to help a man slake his own thirst. You'd be doing him a liquid solid. You're a do-gooder, so you know you want to. Either way, he hopes you find a way to wet your whistle before the world comes to an awful dry end and leaves us all thirsting for more. Says life's like a mystery drink. Sometimes it's amazing, and sometimes it's awful. But either way, you can't stop drinking till you're dead. Sure, but that's nowhere near as quick and easy. Who wants to stop to chew? Wants to raise a glass to you getting the world fixed up a bit. Respects how you always try to help, no matter that the world's fate is hard to swallow. Sees why you joined up with the Myriad. They like a peaceful drink, just like you. Says he sells them drinks. They mostly suck them down on their own. But who cares about them? Says you'd be as bummed out as him if you came for the hot stuff. The Glugmocker, Nimhimbibble, and his favourite radium syrup. That one's even more intoxicating now, aged in truck tankers and all. Without a drink, and radium syrup especially, he can't move, much less think, as the power of his mind is directly proportional to the quantity of syrup he swigs. That's why he's called Gulp. The drink helps him forget the state the world is in, but it only lasts until tomorrow. The world is still doomed, even if the sun goes up. Says that's what gives your internal such a great glow. Gulp says he'll bibble anything once, as long as it's drinkalicious, even rocket fuel. He once mixed up some tankers and drank that. It was a real lift-off. That leads him to the bottom of that particular bottle. Radium syrup. If only he could find a tanker truck to empty. He's not in a state to go looking, so he's counting on you to help. Go find him a tanker truck and bring back some of that precious radium syrup. Please. Thinks you're not the only one who... What were we talking about again? Thinks you should start moving if you want the world. We'll be around when you return. Believes the rot at the trunk of the tree of life has changed everything, even style. Most just dress in whatever rags they can find. Their pal Juju, though, makes clothes that'd make anyone look fabulous. Says there's no way you can miss him if you see him. Thinks that art like Juju's is even more vital when the world is winding down. You really could use some of that yourself. No reason to stalk the earth in ugly duds. Promises you won't be disappointed.
Illusionary farani så tavle med.
Says the tree of life reflects the
Iglise tavle så.
wishes you goodbye. Let's see. Feel that brisk breeze? Treasure this part of the land while you can. Let's see. Let's see. Figures most maybe don't have a good reason to get up, what with the world ending and all. They have a pal who needs help waking up their whole crew, though. Not sure why they're having so much trouble, but it's a real problem. Hope they're okay. Figures there's nothing you can't do, at least so far, right? You might have to do more than shout at them. They're down hard. Without your help, though, they'll probably sleep themselves dead. Figures if you can't do it, they're dead for sure. Says that with the world ending, it's hard to know how much time you have left. They used to use gadgets to tell time, but they mostly needed power. There's an amazing sundial around here, if you want to know what time it really is. Seems to not be sure, but figures it has to be outside, or at least someplace the sun can hit it. Thinks the sundial can't be too far, just got to look. It's probably out in the open, where the sun can get to it, or at least it was when it was built. You shouldn't try it at night. No sun to dial then. Says you fix that, and they can set a thank time for you. Says you're welcome to stay as long as you want. Such a pretty surf. Hey, There's some e-waste. Back before the world was ending, they say they had hopes. Harder to come by now. Maybe a working ray lighter would brighten things up a bit. Depends on how you use it, though. Thinks you worry too much. Find it, enjoy it. Figures the ray lighter is too dangerous to leave lying around. You should grab it before someone else does. Otherwise, they might wind up on the ray lighter's wrong end. Says they'd love to see that happen. It's a glory shiny day out here. Some rubber scrap got uncovered over there. This is a quarrel spot. So many wars have been fought over this patch of dirt. What a waste. No hope of that with as little energy as usual. Your destiny waits on the path you'll take to avoid it. Tread soft. That's a monster nest, if ever I've seen one. Future you can use that, but not you now. That's an improvement. Time to get back to it. Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it right. Not sure if you're likable enough to be let in on it. Says you look trustworthy. Might as well tell you where it is. Says Noko is the best when it comes to critters. You'll see that when you meet her. Says you're welcome back. Thinks the... the Domp outpost, shined up by the Myriad tribe. Let's see. With life, there's always hope. Says you should take it easy. Says you're always a ray of light when you stop by. Don't ignore the ray lighter, or someone might use it on you. Says you're always a ray of light when you stop by. Says you should take care. Let's see. Good to know the trees aren't dying. Yet. It's easy to be queasy here. Ah, plastic scrap like that always comes in handy. That silo there is so tall. It's a mystery what they used to keep in it. Check out that silo. Might be empty, but maybe not all empty. This story is as powerful as you'll let it be. Wood scrap. Always happy to find that. This is called suburbia, a place to get away from the city stink. It's starting to add up. Static. Bullseye. Let's pocket that. You need to believe how serious this is if you want to have any effect on it. Seems like the controls need some organizing to set the mechanism in motion. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Excellent. That's illuminating.
Bidwitchen. Kofintra Bidwitchen. Kofintra Bidwitchen.
Fits nice.
Kofintra Bidwitchen. Kofintra Bidwitchen. Kofintra Bidwitchen.
every day. Everything seems like it happens at once. See that plastic scrap over there? You can never have too much scrap, plastic or otherwise. Great shot. You're fresh out of key energy. Blasting everything to bits. Running low. Hot metal. Well placed. Your key is gone. That's not too bad. The dark's good for sneaking up on things. You need to unturn the pipe tighteners to drain the flush stool. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. Erfidurf outpost. The Jagni tribe claimed this forever. Let's see. There's the tyrant who runs this outpost. He didn't expect his tribe to lose, as they're the ones that are ruthless. But now that you're working with their rival, he can see why. He can recognize the strength of a good argument and agrees it's for the best. He'll surrender the outpost to you. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Looking better than ever. He says you did a great job capturing the rival's second outpost. You've earned the privilege of wearing the tribe's colors. Know you have the tribe's support. Let's see. There's some bouncy rubber scrap over there. You'd better get a move on if you want to change things. Check out that shopperia over there. Wonder what they used to sell. Itchy trigger finger. Lit. Took care. You might want to fall back. Goodbye. Hey, nice shot. Hang. That's just nasty. Biohazards make you puke. Don't know what that e-waste was. You've used up all your key energy. You could put that to good use. See that e-waste? You could use that for sure. Says they've been waiting for you to help them liberate the outpost. Just keep going while you can and don't stop until all outposts are under your control. Says scouts spotted a moth nest close to the outpost. If you destroy... That's the idea. If everything works out as planned, the moths should cause a buzzing tumult. Just get to it and destroy it. There's a change in the air. Feels like daybreak. Face-fisted. You're injured. Oh, wouch. Nice work. No more moth's nest. There go the moths toward the outpost. They're good and mad. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger. Thinks you did a great job capturing the rival's third outpost and believes the rival is weak enough to engage them at their fort. They all hope you can lead them to peace. The darkness is done for now.
Ja, Vetsenjaf. Kulududua ja echine tomosakula imapela.
Moog says he's found keys in fluff dung before, and always wondered what they'd unlock. Discover the rest and you'll find more keys. There's plenty of poo to go around. Moog says you did good on that last monster. He hopes you have time to help him seek out the next one. It's not too far away. It shouldn't take you as long as the previous one. But that's no reason to waste time. If you keep at the haunt, you'll round them all up in no time.
The light shines on!
Yes, break it in half. Crack that light.
It's just a break, a short pause.
A break, as in broken.
This can be fixed.
Moog appreciates your company. Says goodbye to you. Stompity stomp. Feel that power. Shot through. Hurts a lot. Some places a Mekton just can't go. Tapped hard. You're hurt bad. Puncture punch. That's a jumbo puff with an appetite. Ain't no fuzz. Better put an end to it before it ends our world. Uh-oh. The jumbo puff is kicking it up a notch. It's time for an electric performance. Ouch! A couple of more hits and it's a fried circuit board. bad feeling about this. It goes all the way down to the stomach. Start like a snack, and you'll end up with a ride down the intestinal canal. That's too close to the end station. Better look at you, all pooped out. From this point on, there's no way forward but going back in. A tragedy. That's too close to the end station. Better move up and away, or be swept out the bowel way. Wow, what a super-sized wormwood. That must be as big as they come. You see, it's what's on the inside that counts. That meaty Taurus is already offbeat. End it. Better pumped out than flushed down. Don't let it happen again. The chorus is pumping at half a beat. You know what to do. Guessed it would go down with a throw-up. Can it really get any better than that? He thanks you for dealing with the first World Eater. It's a start. You should go see Out of Date and find out what you can about the machine he's named the Ark. You're good-hearted enough, so you'll have no problem getting him to share the information with you. He trusts you know where to find Out of Date by now. He's always been at the foot of the tree, and that hasn't changed. Gizmo will always make time for you. Says talking to you was interesting. Gizmo will always make time for you. Understands you. You really need to go see Out of... Could be something sneaking around every tree. Plastic scrap like that over there could be useful. Wood scrap. The one kind of scrap you could actually still find growing. Finding some thick air might be wise soon. The yerp fields, where the echo of your actions resounds clearer than any other place you'll find, except for where that's not true. There it is, the tree of life. The idea that all life is related by common descent, where the twigs are existing species and those produced in the past represent the succession of the extinct. The tree's great branches were once budding twigs, a connection between the past, present, and future, a representation of all extinct and living species with its ever-branching and beautiful ramifications. We are an evolution of those that came before. The best stories are about heroes. This is such a story. This one is Bang Shelter 8F. Wonder how long they held out? It's a cold zone. Even a thick coat of fur is enough to keep you warm here. You can make so many amazing things out of wood scrap. Let's see. It's a place well hidden. It's just below the above. Out of Date's impressed you made it this far, but there's still so much left to do. The end of the world is still on everyone's minds. You've beaten a path where you have the power to destroy or save everyone. Question is, what you'll do with that responsibility. He can sense that your heart beats steadily and acknowledges that the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Thinks it's important that you remember who you are and where you came from. Someone without knowledge of their history and origin is like a tree without roots. He promises he'll be there for you. Just come talk to him beneath the tree if you're feeling lost. Out of Date says there's a time for everything. And now there's no use thinking of the past, for it's gone. Think of the present, because that's where you are. It's time to set your priorities as the one who completes things. If you continue to do good, good will follow you. If the world really does end, there won't be anywhere to run. So, he's prepared for the worst. Something he calls... He hopes you're right. He gets that you mean the journey continues either way, but personally he wants the tree to survive.
Wherefore, whereway?
Out of Date says there's no clear record of the chain of events that changed the course of history and brought the world to its knees. He's found evidence on the Ark, records of a crisis, decades of contamination that permeated the ground and broke its inner core. The contamination disrupted what we now know as Ki energy, the life force that runs through all things, living and inanimate. He's been told the blight affected everything at a genetic level and turned our perception of normality on its head. It was only those that changed that avoided extinction, proving that the possibility for survival and renewal was real. He understands you are curious about the ship at the foot of the tree. He says it surfaced when the oil broke through the ground. The Ark predates the back-in days, and now, after years of study of the manuals he found inside, he believes he's figured the ship out. The Ark has room for 4 more, and he trusts you'll apply wisdom to your compassion and choose whom to save if the world comes to end. He'll keep the seats open, and you are free to invite up to 4 others to join you in the Ark in the event of a cataclysm.
Wekek ujbar no barke.
Out of Date says that from what he's heard, you've been busy.
Kozata ghetto.
He says he appreciates what you've done so far, but unfortunately he's got urgent news from his friend Goop in the southeast.
Kozata ghetto. Momombuso?
Out of Date says that even though he's unsure about your intentions, he hopes you'll support Goop.
Farfarifto. Tuka kubu. Kububuyebuy.
He says he'll point you in the right direction, but finding Goop and making sure he gets what he needs is up to you. That's the sound of impending doom. Out of Date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The Porkypuff needs to be handled. Out of Date says that Goop is worried now that the Southeast World Eater is stepping up its activity.
Befarbihita. Huntokub kirko. Mpa. Wherefore. Where?
He explains that Goop is working on a goo-gliding vessel in order to get to the World Eater, but needs help to get it done.
Yuba Dolobawa. Boyobut Paigatawa?
Out of Date suggests that you should head southeast as fast as possible and see what you can do to help.
Evunkutu Buvum.
He wonders what's on your mind.
Balowotoloa.
Wouldn't be surprised if you met again. It's surprisingly bug-free underground.